Well, home from vacation, went to create some content, put some card stuff together up on YouTube, and realized one of my videos, the first video for series little card quest chase I went, didn't record audio. Don't know why, but it didn't. So here I am in Michigan, going to intro this video from South Carolina. I was in Edisto Beach, on Edisto Beach, but took a day to go to Charleston. There is a pretty famous Hall of Famer whose card I didn't have, that was born and raised in South Carolina, Larry Doby. Now, you may be quite familiar with the name Jackie Robinson, the first African-American baseball player to break the color barrier and make it from the Negroes to the majors. And he did so in the National League. Well, the first African-American male to play baseball in the American League was a gentleman by the name of Larry Doby, who grew up in Camden, South Carolina. Now, I was not in Camden. I was in Charleston. I was a little bit away from Camden still. That's upstate. And anyway, I set on a journey last week to go to Charleston and find as close to Larry Doby's rookie card, which sells for about $500 or $600. Wasn't about to do that. 1949 is his rookie card. So I went and, well, the rest is in the rest of the videos. Enjoy. All right, so we are in the collector's corner in the mall. Let's see. All these vintage in the case. All right, I'm gonna look around and check in afterwards. All right, if you are ever in Charleston, South Carolina, come to the mall, the Citadel Mall, and you need to go to Collector's Corners. They have probably the largest vintage selection that I've ever seen. They got a bunch of TGC stuff. They got all kinds of memorabilia. Great, great card shop. And we got a 58 Doby. Here it is. They actually cut me a deal, so I only had to spend $60 on it. That Doby. Look, obviously offsetted, but that's right about comp. Actually, a little bit below comp, but it's also a little older than I wanted. So 1949 was his rookie card. Those are like $600 for a cheap one. I knew I wasn't going to get one, but this is also a little bit later than I wanted. So we're still going to go to the other shops to see what we can find, but our first shop was a success. We also, because you guys know, we're in a sucker for wax packs. I spent $30 more and got all these wax packs. So I'll rip these in a separate video. Okay, even though the quest is done, we're still going to check out these other shops. This one, Replay Sports Cards. All right, just got back, or I just left Replay Sports, and I didn't quite know what to expect on that one, based on the pictures I'd seen. It's a newer store, sleeker store. They don't have a ton online as far as what to expect, or pictures and whatnot. And the pictures I did see weren't really, it looked pretty empty and pretty bare. And then I walked in and it was kind of the vibe. And as you saw from the pictures, there's not a lot in the store. But what they do have is pretty good stuff. And again, because I completed the Doby quest at the first shop, and I got a bunch of vintage wax packs, I wasn't really anticipating getting anything until I looked in his case. And I saw one of the most iconic cards that I currently don't own. And you've already seen it. The 1989 Barry Sanders rookie. I have a couple of his other rookie cards, but not that one. So we bought it. Yeah. But that's probably a 9, a 10 graded, which is way more than I paid for it. So we like deals, we like steals, and we like iconic cards. So anyway, we're probably done with card shops because we still have the ball game and we're just spending too much money. So successful day at the card shops. I'll rip those other packs later and post that in a different video. So peace. Just for kicks, we are heading to Craig's Sports Cards, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Let's see what they got. All right, just left Craig's Sports Cards here in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And that was our last shop of the day. We hit a few of them. The first shop was my favorite. That was the one where we ended up getting the Larry Doby. Second one was fancier, more 21st century vibe, I suppose. Very minimalist. Not as many cards, probably the least of all as far as quantity goes, but the quality was up there because we were able to snipe a 1989 Barry Sanders rookie below comp. So that is awesome. And then today we ended with Craig's Sports Cards in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, where we sniped a handful of singles. I was looking for the Javi Baez after the incredible season, the comeback season. If he doesn't get comeback player of the year, we riot. The other night he had 2 3-run homers. One of them was a walk-off. So I was really looking to score that Javi Baez rookie. Didn't happen. That's okay. We keep searching on. Did snipe we got a Riley Green rookie, Jackson Churio, Trey Sweeney rookie with the Yankees, Bowman's first, bunch of other rookies this year, including the new 2025 Bowman, Jace Young. So anyway, that concludes this video. That was fun. It was a good day. Turned out a little bit more expensive than I anticipated, but we're only on vacation so often, right? So keep chasing. Till next time.